role player championships, So, all right, let's move on. We ain't gonna turn this episode about that. Next up, let's go to his teammate. You want to go with KD first, or?
Yeah. So, all right. So, what a championship would do for KD is, and this is what happens to everybody. Once they win a championship on their own team, the rest of their championships count. So, just like Steph won one championship without KD before, and then he won two with KD. Then he won another on his own. So now all of a sudden it was like, at first, the whole thing was Steph didn't have a finals MVP. And then once Steph won the one with his finals MVP, Steph has 4 championships. Same thing that happened with Kobe. Kobe won 3 championships with Shaq, and then he went back to back. Once Kobe went back to back, then everybody started counting all his 5 championships. I think the same thing is going to happen with KD. If KD wins the championship, basically on his own run, because I know people like to say that he's on a super team, but in reality, like, has the Phoenix Suns aren't. This isn't like a simulated type season. It's not one of those things where we absolutely know Phoenix is going to win. The West is up for grabs. We have Phoenix as the favorite. Or you don't even have Phoenix as the favorite. I have Phoenix as the favorite. Some people have Phoenix as the favorite, but it wasn't something that we was like, man, we could fast forward to next season. So if KD wins this championship, and if we really look at it, is Devin Booker and Chris Paul better supporting cast than Kyrie Irving and James Harden at that time? If we're really looking at it, just trying to like compare the supporting cast. So it's not like this is a for sure thing, or if we wanna really compare it, is Devin Booker and Chris Paul at this point in his career better supporting cast than Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh? You feel me? So just trying to, like,
Wait, how you look at this again?
No, I said is Devin Booker and Chris Paul better supporting cast than Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh?
Okay, wait. So you that's equivalent to you?
No, is it not? Like, which one you feel like is better?
How, okay.
Think about it.
What bothers me is the Chris Bosh thing. I think Chris Bosh took a step back. I think Chris Paul, like, naturally took a step back. Like, he. To me, Chris Bosh going to the Heat would have been the equivalent of Chris Paul going to the Clippers, but he took a step back. Like, that's what stage I thought he was at in his career, like a top point in his career.
Right,
so
right.
That's probably why.
But this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, what's the better supporting cast? Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, or Devin Booker and Chris Paul?
Damn. I don't have enough evidence on Chris Paul and Devin Booker. I mean,
okay.
that seemed like the better compliment to KD in taking a step back and looking at it.
Well, no, it's not. That's not what that is, because we're talking about KD fit. KD fits anywhere. That's really his superpower. He fits anywhere, and you can't say that for everybody, because as much as I'm like, all right, I'm a Chris Paul fan. Chris Paul and James Harden didn't really fit together seamlessly. They just didn't fit together like that. You feel me? You put Chris Paul next to Russell Westbrook, they're not gonna fit together like that. But Kevin Durant really fits with anybody, because he doesn't need the ball, and once he does have the ball, like, he scores so easily. LeBron has shown that he doesn't fit with everybody. Like, you got to give him some shooters. You can't give him a bunch of playmakers. He gonna want to trade them for some shooters. So it's just we're not gonna take away from Kevin Durant because his ability to fit with anybody.
All right, I feel that. All right, I keep myself about KD. So, what a championship means for Kevin Durant? Uh, it'll solidify him to be a top 15 player for sure. If you got him arguably, top 15, I think that'll trump him above Oscar and Moses Malone. So I think if I'm saying this right, that'll put him in like the top 13. Put it this way, I don't have KD above Dr. J right now. But if he win the championship, I'll probably have to take a step back and think about it. But Dr. J ruled the ABA. And that's tough for me to say to put KD above that. Like, put it this way, I don't think it's a conversation right now, but if KD wins the championship this year, I will probably say it's a conversation, maybe even put him above Dr. J, which will probably put him 13 because I still don't have him above, Steph, Shaq, Hakeem. So, and those probably in my 10 to 12 area. So,
Okay.
where we want to go next with this?